People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now the next thing that is popping in the news that we see that the family of Tanya McDonald, we're speaking about a lady that was slapped away in Portland. We're speaking about a lady that was found in her car that was burnt out and her throat was slashed. We're speaking about the wife of noted or prominent businessman we are speaking about in Portland, and his name is Beachy Stout. Now the truth and the fact that after that incident occurred, there was all sorts of fingers being pointed at the husband based on the fact of his history, based on the fact that his ex-wife was also slapped away, based on the fact that Tony and family themselves were also slapped away in questionable circumstances, and also based on the fact that his own son slapped away his wife in Texas the same way in basically met the body missing, and she was found and he was arrested. Now people, the family is saying that they want justice, and people, when the family say they want justice, they are not coming out and speaking specifically that yes, this man is responsible, because you know, sir, you have to be careful, because based on the fact of his history, the family does not want to end up, we are talking about missing, we are talking about MIA. So therefore they are sending out subliminals to the justice system, to the purport, to the investigators that listen, we need justice for our family. We want to see the person, the perpetrator, the person that is responsible for this gruesome slap away of their family member, basically be placed in custody, arrest and charged and convicted. Now, after making all these complaints on social media, in the news, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling, the National Security Minister, we are speaking about Dr. Horace Chang, he has since responded, and he said that in certain cases, now we have to remember that as it pertains to the National Security Minister, he is not going to come out and say specifically and point any fingers for Mr. Stout, because he understands that it is an ongoing investigation, and he understands that this man can basically sue him, and he also understands that if them put certain things out there in the media, when it comes to court, when it comes to trial, this man can beat the case upon a technicality. So therefore he is being politically correct. He is being basically cautious in what he says. However, he said in certain cases persons are found right away. In certain cases it takes a lot of investigation. However, once them realize that this person is a suspect, he will be taken into custody and make due process basically do its job. So therefore make the justice do what it do. We are talking about the wheels of justice roll. So the security minister is giving members of the public, and more specifically the family of Tonya McDonald, reassurance that they are doing everything that they can do, and basically every life in a Jamaica matter, no matter if you're poor, no matter if you're rich. So therefore he said that he has assigned the major investigative division, we are talking about investigators from there, to basically probe the case. So people, we can expect to see some sort of result very soon, hopefully. And like we said, people, we understand with Jamaica, people with money, it seems as if there's a different sort of justice for them. And basically this man we are speaking about, Beachy Stout, he is known as a prominent businessman. So therefore him have some money. So therefore he can hire some sort of top attorney. We are talking about the Bird Samuels, we are talking about the Peter Champagne, we are talking about the Valenita Robertson. So the point that I am trying to make is that this man has the money, and you know that in Jamaica, money is the power, and it can make you basically enter in the friend club. We are talking about the people of influence. So therefore, anything and any sort of card can play. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now the next thing that is popping in the news that we see that the Popo, and specifically the special agent, the special force in Jamaica, the newly formed, they have been on a rampage. And the latest victims, we are speaking about a place called Salt Spring. I am speaking about St. James, Montego Bay, in which it is said that 2 high-powered rifles were seized in a pre-dawn raid. We are speaking about at about 5 a.m. in the morning. Now, based on the information, it is said that an M16 rifle containing a magazine with 18 rounds and also a 9mm submachine. We are speaking about a Uzi, was also found with a magazine containing 15 rounds. Now, the information revealed that these rifles were found in an open lot, and it is said that no arrest was made for the seizure. However, 7 persons were taken into custody. We are speaking about the 10 under the state of emergency. People, me don't know if they have anything to do with it. I don't know what prompted the Popo to arrest these 7 persons. However, based on the information, that is what happened. Now, people, we have to give credit where credit is due. And we see that the newly formed Special Operation Unit of the Popo has been putting in some work, because we saw that in one incident they seized 3 firearms, including an AK-47. We are speaking about a place called Seaview Garden. The Popo also seized an M16 rifle from the G City gang. We are speaking about Montego Bay, St. James once again. And also in Westmoreland, they also arrested 2 persons, and an AK-47, 240 caliber and 3 9mm were seized. In that same operation, they also confiscated $6,760 US, 227,000 Jamaican dollars, and also some lead sheet and identification information pertaining to scamming. We are speaking about lottery scamming. Now, people, when we hear stuff like this, it only shows that the police are not as incompetent as we once thought. It only shows that when you put in the work, you can get the desired results. Because like them say, as a man work, so he gets paid. And it also shows that they are putting in proper investigation. Them not they at the station and play domino. They are not at the rum bars anymore. They are not at mate's house anymore. They are actually doing what they are being paid for. And they are doing proper detective work, proper investigative work. And when we also speak about crime fighting, one of the most effective things, we are speaking about cooperation. And when I speak about cooperation, I am speaking about cooperation or snitching from the thugs themselves. And obviously, it seems like somebody is talking, somebody is spilling the beans, somebody is talking like a talking parrot. To the Popo, to the DPP, may I talk about the prosecution. I am speaking about the gangsters. They are actually talking, because people, the truth and the facts that without the cooperation of these snitches or ex-gangster that want to redeem themselves or basically save themselves or save themselves from getting too much decades in a prison, they are actually giving information on the run. We are speaking about the intricate details. And what is even more important is that it seems as if the snitch culture in Jamaica, it is changing. It is changing for the better. And people, the truth and the facts that if you're a legal, law-abiding, tax-paying citizen of any country, you cannot be regarded as a snitch, because it is your civic duty as a resident, as a citizen, to give information if you see any kind of activity in your community that don't look too right, that looks kind of shaky. So people, we are speaking about everybody collectively putting in their piece and making Jamaica a better place. And we see that we are getting the results. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now, before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source 1, where I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. And also, please subscribe to this channel. We're speaking about true Jamaica buzz. And when you subscribe, please press the notification bell or icon, and also press all in the option. Now, the next thing that is popping in the news is that, people, it seems obvious that the persons held under the state of emergency, and I am speaking specifically to a person whose name is Everton Douglas, and he is allegedly the Don of, we are speaking about Jakes Road, we are speaking about Montego Bay, and it also might apply as it pertains to dancehall artist Tamale Spot. Now, people, maybe about a week ago, we saw that the Supreme Court ruled that the state of emergency is unconstitutional, it is unlawful, it is unjust. Now, people, it is looking as if because of political reasons, it seems like the Supreme Court might have had a change of heart. Because the other day in court, they asked the 5 persons that were held under the state of emergency that were represented by top lawyer, speaking about Isaac Buchanan. to come to court and he was going to make a decision. However, after everybody testified, after cross-examination by the P0L, the defense team, the prosecution, it seems that the judge basically gave a surprise. He said that he was not going to give a decision until a month's time. Now, people, common sense would tell you, if the judge thought that these persons were held unconstitutionally because it was unjust, he would have let them go the same day. However, he said that he is going to give a decision. We are speaking about in a month's time. So people, it shows you where his head is headed. So the point that I am trying to make is that based on what is going on, based on everything that we see on a daily basis, it is obvious that Jamaica has a great crime problem. So therefore, when it comes to what is good for the country, it is always going to take precedent over constitution, over law, over rules, over regulation. And based on the information that I have, it is also said that the judge is leading toward the fact that this was signed by the Governor General, this was signed by 2/3 of Parliament, this was signed by the top P0L. So people, if that is the rules, that is a law, that is a regulation, that is what the judge, that is what the Supreme Court is going to go by. Point blank and period. So whether these persons are held unconstitutionally, it is always going to be a decision that is based on politics, that is based on what is best for the country under its current situation. Point blank and period. So people, like we say, this is going to be his decision. He is going to rule that the state of emergency, zone of special operation, it is going to stay in place until things change. And people, based on what we see going on in Jamaica, we don't expect that to change anytime soon. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.